Hey guys, welcome back to my full house. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a update on my pregnancy for week 19 and 20. Now, tomorrow I'm approaching 21 weeks, so we're just going to kind of talk about all of that right now. I just got out of my appointment for my high risk because I had COVID, and it was pretty amazing actually because I've never seen my baby in 3D, surprisingly. This is baby number 7 for us, my 10th pregnancy, but I've never seen any of my children in 3D. So they were actually able to do that for me, which I thought was so kind of them. And I was just chit-chatting with the lady as she's, doing my whole ultrasound. And she's even so cute. She's like, I could do this all day with your baby. Your baby's so fun. And so it's such a good feeling going into something that actually was really scary for me because I've never been considered high risk before, and how COVID could make that happen. So my doctor did come back after, doing all the ultrasound protocols that they needed to do. And he came in and well, actually this isn't my doctor, but a doctor that was set for me with this high risk appointment. He came in and very sweet, and he's just like, everything looks amazing. I will like you back at 28 weeks and 32 weeks and then close to your due date. So it was a really good feeling because that doesn't, these experiences could be different. And so I'd have to say for the last week, it's been kind of like nerve-wracking for me, a little bit of anxiety within that because, you want to hear a good report and you want everything to be okay with your child. And that's not always the case with everybody. And that's just, it's really hard, and I had 3 miscarriages. That was really, really hard. So I've experienced loss and, I don't want to experience that. So it's very, kind of traumatizing when something like that has happened to you, and then here you are at a high risk appointment, like waiting for the results. It was just very nerve-wracking. That 2 minutes felt like 50 minutes waiting for him to come in that room. But baby's doing good. It is a boy. And I've got like a ton of ultrasounds. So cute. He's so cute. So really excited. Oh, look at his little foot. Oh, little foot. But, oh, don't want those to get wet on the floor. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys quickly about what has been going on for me. If you remember when I gave my last update, I talked about how because I'm considered high risk, they wanted me to take baby aspirin. Well, that baby aspirin does its job. It thins your blood. Definitely did that for me. But I've never had a bloody nose in my life. I woke up one morning to use the restroom, and then all of a sudden, I have literally a faucet of blood pouring out my nose, which was very, very scary for me, especially if you've never experienced a bloody nose. Like, you don't know how to handle that. Like, sure, you need to pinch your nose, but it's still very overwhelming and very scary. So 10 minutes passed, it wouldn't stop bleeding. I mean, pouring. And finally, I'm just like, okay, I am losing so much blood right now. This cannot be good. So I called my doctor. Of course, it was on a Saturday. And my doctor wasn't there, so that the lady was on call. She was delivering a baby. So she ended up calling me about 35 minutes later. Still, my nose was bleeding. So she said, if it doesn't stop within this amount of time, please call back, or go to urgent care. She really didn't want me going to the emergency room with, as many ill people that are in there right now. So thankfully it did stop. But TMI within that, when you stop a bloody nose from pouring, what happens is you get a blood clot to make it from, pouring, or stop it from pouring. Well, definitely got a blood clot. And TMI, if you don't want to hear this, skip forward a few, but I do feel like it's kind of important to discuss this because, one, I've never experienced this, and I don't know if anyone else has, but when I Googled things and even YouTubed, I couldn't find one thing about taking baby aspirin in this situation happening, not one time. So I really wanted to make this more like aware. But yeah, so when you get a bloody nose, like I did, you get a blood clot naturally. And so one came out my nose, but then I had like one come out my mouth, which was really weird. So imagine having like a hawker and it coming out of your mouth though, and it's blood. So that was not very, it didn't go well with my soul. So I kept calling my doctor from 9 a.m. to around 5:30 p.m. And I mean, I called 4 times, and each time, they're in clinics, and I understand they're busy and things, but when it's something going on with you, you're like, please call me back. Well, that didn't happen for me, so it wasn't till the next day I was able to speak with anyone. And at that point, they told me to stop taking the baby aspirin, but I already did. Now, mind you, let me backtrack just a tiny bit. The first day I had that nosebleed, then I had another one the second day, which was Sunday. Then I ended up having another one, which was Monday. Now, I stopped taking the baby aspirin Monday. I did not take it Monday night. So I got it on Saturday. I took it Saturday night, the baby aspirin. And then I took it Sunday night. And then it just kept happening. And I was like, okay, I'm not taking baby aspirin anymore. And then also when I couldn't get a hold of anybody, that really just made me feel unsafe. So I decided to not take it myself, which they called me the next morning and said, do not take it anymore. And so that's that with my bloody nose. And I haven't had a bloody nose since. Now, it takes about 72 hours for that not bloody nose, but 72 hours for the baby aspirin to like get out of your system. So in the meantime, I did have a bloody nose that Monday morning, but Tuesday morning I did not. So I was thankful for that, and I haven't had one since. But it was really bizarre, like really, really, really bizarre for me, someone that's never had a bloody nose. So that was like the biggest thing with these weeks of like my update, was just the overwhelming feeling of that situation, and then coming into a high risk appointment wondering what's going to go on. Now, this little guy, he did not move much, not yesterday, but the day before, but I was very active. I was doing a lot of cooking and cleaning and things. So that's probably a reason why too. But yesterday he moved more, and then today, of course, at this ultrasound, he was very, very active. So that was a good feeling for me. I'm thankful everything is going well. He's looking good. He's measuring good. Everything's good with my placenta. So everything's on target. So that's a really good feeling. And thankful for that. My husband's at home with everybody, so I'm going to get home, see what they're doing, and I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Today is Nacho Friday, so I know my kids are excited. We've made something fun out of it, and tonight we're going to be doing a craft with them. So I hope you guys have a good Friday, and I will see you guys soon. Take care and God bless.